you ever have one of those days where everything kind of seems to be going against you? Well, today's Monday, and that's kind of like how my day started. Let me explain. So another local reseller hit us up over the weekend and said they have a bunch of shoes that they're trying to let go and they're just trying to liquidate their inventory. It seems like a really good deal, 200 to 300 pairs of shoes for $1,000. So obviously a deal that I had to jump on. But here's what happened. So I have a guy that I buy inventory from all the time, and he lives out where I'm going. It's about an hour, hour and a half away from where I live. But anyway, the guy that I buy stuff from all the time, he has access to trucks. I messaged him and said, hey man, would you mind helping me pick up these shoes? And this was over the weekend. He said, yeah, no problem. I'll see you there at 10 a.m. on Monday. So this morning at 7 a.m. I get a message from the same guy saying, I can't do it. I couldn't get the truck and I'm not going to be able to help you. So it kind of like, you know, threw me off a bit today, and I had to pivot a little bit and figure something out. I mean, I could have like just driven out there, I guess rented a U-Haul. I could have driven out there with Allie, rented a U-Haul, and she could have driven my car back to the warehouse and I could have taken the truck. But what I decided to do, thankfully the guy that I'm buying all of these shoes from, he actually has a van that can fit quite a few pairs of shoes in it, he said. And then obviously my car, clear it out, can fit a decent amount of shoes as well. So he offered to help load everything up and get it all out to our warehouse, and I was like, yeah, I'll give you some extra money for that. So it's all gonna work out in the end. It's just, man, it's frustrating when that happens, right? When you're counting on people, you're putting your trust in people, and then they just let you down. But that's just the way that it is sometimes. Can't let it get to you. And yeah, let's go pick up some shoes. This should be a really good deal. Like I said, only a few bucks a pair. So let's go get these shoes and then we'll take it back to the shop and go over what we bought. Bunch more back here.
It's unbelievable how many I fit in here. Like I have to go like this whenever I was like getting it's so funny.
So this is where we're at right now. Hundreds of pairs of shoes. All right, so we have an entire van completely full of shoes. My car, completely full of shoes. But we did get them all in there, so. The car is obviously very full, and now starts the hour-long drive back to our warehouse. And then we'll have to unload and organize everything and figure this out. I mean, it's a ton of stuff. It's definitely good inventory. I'm happy with it. I ended up picking up some more stuff too. He had some other stuff that he threw in. So I'll go over everything with you guys when we get back to the warehouse, but solid deal, really nice guy. Crazy amount of stuff, yeah. So I'm beginning to think, what have I done? Oh my God, it's so many shoes. Oh man, I mean, it was a really, really good deal, but this is a sea of shoes. A sea of shoes. I also didn't realize that there were all these boxes full of shoes as well. I don't even know what's in the boxes. It looks like there's some clothing as well, but I think the first thing that I need to do with all these shoes is there's a bunch of ones that are new with the boxes. So there's actually 19 pairs of shoes that are brand new with the boxes. So I think first things first, I'm gonna look these up and I'm gonna comp them out to see just how much value there is here in these shoes. Actually, there's a couple more over there. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3 more pairs of shoes brand new in the box over there. But I think that'll be a good start to this sea of shoes. Let me get through these boxes, comp them out, and see what we're working with in the way of new in the box shoes. How much are they worth? I know I'm weird, but I still like to do my research on a computer and write down on a piece of paper. Size 12 women's Air Jordan 1 low triple white. I would say at least $100 on those. New Balance J Crew navy. I would say at least another $100 on those. Also, I know while a lot of these could go like straight to StockX and I could sell them that way, I'm just using eBay for comps for now, just to comp them out so I know how much they're kind of worth in the marketplace. The other thing to keep in mind is that eBay doesn't charge fees right now on athletic shoes that sell for over $100 on their website. So it could be a good idea to move some of these on eBay. So you could say that I'm feeling slightly overwhelmed at this point. I didn't realize exactly how many pairs of shoes there were. There's hundreds and hundreds. I would say probably close to 500 pairs. Now, I did go through the ones that were new in the box. A few of them were like worn once or worn twice, but most of them were brand new in the box. And there's some really nice shoes in here. I mean, some good Jordans, some good Nikes, some good Adidas shoes, some nice New Balances. There's good brands, good condition, good sizes. There's some really, really good shoes in there. There's thousands and thousands of dollars worth of inventory in this lot for sure. I took the conservative route and I added up all of the values of the shoes, the resale value, so what they're actually selling for, of the shoes that were new in the box. And the number that I came up with was $1,440. So just in the new in box shoes, there's my investment back right there. So now I have a decision to make. Do I take the time to list everything, to pay people to help me, to get everything up on eBay or everything up on Poshmark and get each individual pair of shoes listed? It's going to take hours to go through everything. Luckily, everything's already clean, so that's cool. The shoes are ready to take pictures of and get sold. But the question I have to ask myself now is, do I lot it up and sell it wholesale, or do I sell the shoes individually? Do I want to go through that? Do we have the time? Do we have the manpower to do that? Like I said, I'm slightly overwhelmed because sometimes I just buy stuff for the sake of buying stuff, and I don't realize how much work it is until I have the inventory. Yes, there's a lot of profit there, but obviously it's going to take a decent amount of work to go through everything and get it listed. I also have another 300 vintage t-shirts on the way here. They should be landing anytime this week. So there's a lot to deal with. Like I said, I tend to do that, get a lot on my plate and then deal with it as it comes in. So that's the decision I have to make. Do I want to keep everything, organize it, and get it listed one at a time? Or I know a couple local people who I could probably flip them to for a decent profit. I mean, even if I made $1,000 on the deal, I would be happy with that. So I'm going to call a few people. If I don't end up selling everything to one person, I'll probably lot it up. I know that there's a lot of people out there who could use the inventory right now with everything going on. A lot of people don't have access to good inventory. And honestly, this is very good inventory. It's all good brands, good shoes, good condition. So I wouldn't feel bad lotting them up into 25, 30 pairs and reselling them on to other resellers so that they can make a bit of a profit as well. So those are my three options. Move them all at once to one person, make a small bit of money, separate them into individual lots and make a little bit more money, or sell them individually and make the most profit possible. I'm not going to end the video here because I do want to go through the process with what I decide to do with all these shoes with you guys. So I want to show that whole thing, not just snapshots of what's going on. So stick with me on the video. This is probably like the middle of the video. I want to go through some of the shoes too and show you guys everything that's in there so you have an idea of what we bought too. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a great deal. He just wanted to get rid of the stuff. He's a really nice dude. He's just no longer going to be reselling. So instead of donating everything or taking the time to list it on Craigslist or, try to find someone with the cash to buy everything, he knew he could reach out to me and sell it all to me. So, and like I said, I did end up giving him more money than he was asking for. So I think it worked out for both of us. And yeah, let's get on with it. We have a lot of work to do. So yesterday I had a FaceTime with Drew Friedman, I believe is his last name. His Instagram is Drew's Thrifts and Flips, Drew's Thrifts and Flips, and his YouTube channel is Profit Monsters. We've chatted on Instagram for the past, probably year and a half, 2 years. Seems like a really good guy. I've never met him in person, but I've heard good things about him. He gives out some really good information. So anyway, we FaceTimed yesterday. I know that he's heavily into shoes, so I FaceTimed him and I showed him everything. And I was just straight up with him. I told him exactly what I paid for the whole lot. And I told him, listen, if you can come out here and give me $3,000 and just take everything. I won't cherry pick anything. You can have all the new in-box shoes. There's definitely a lot of profit here. So if that's what you want to do, come out, take everything, and then the pile is yours. So he jumped on the opportunity. So he's on his way out here. He's supposed to be meeting me in about, I think in like an hour and a half. He's bringing a van, and yeah, so he'll come out here and I'll just give him the opportunity to look through everything. And if it's something that he wants to do, sweet. If he ends up saying, this isn't something that I want to get into, no hard feelings, but I think when he sees everything that we should be able to get a deal done. So that's the plan today. Just gonna wait for Drew and see if we can get a deal done.
Trips together and go see people.
Kelly!
It's so white.
Is it?
Hello.
Hello.
Look who it is, guys.
I'm so excited to be here. I don't even know what
Drew.
to say.
It's
So,
Drew.
It's Drew.
Nice to meet you, Drew.
Nice to meet you too.
I already plugged it earlier.
Look at this camera. Camera.
Fancy.
I need to step my game up here.
That's a camera, Drew.
That's a
I'd
camera.
rather hold that thing.
That's a
today,
camera.
That's true. This is a bit heavier.
This is only my second video with the GoPro, so this is an upgrade for me.
Dude, they're
I've been-
good, man.
I've been doing my videos from my phone, so
Yeah. So I wanted to grab Drew's reaction to these shoes. So he hasn't even been inside the building yet. So let's, why don't you go get the lighting right, and then we'll walk in and
Yes,
I want to
sir.
get his reaction.
All right.
Right, so I guess I'm going to show my face on my camera, and then you can see the reaction on Ryan's video. You probably were watching Ryan's first and then coming to my channel, but I'm not looking yet. I'm looking at the camera. I haven't even looked yet. So. Oh my gosh. Dude. That is way more shoes than I thought. You guys.
I was looking at it, I was like, I might have like under told you how many shoes there are.
Is your car big enough?
No. No.
No chance, dude.
No. No.
Check it out.
Yeah, guys. Oh. Instagram did not help.
I did the same thing when I walked in this morning. I was like, what?
How did you even get them all in here and unloaded?
Yours is in so much better condition than mine.
No, not really. I think there's a tear on mine. Oh, check it out though. All right, let's see the back.
Twins.
95 Marathon.
Who did it better? I think yours is in better condition. It's a dope jacket though.
Yeah, I love this jacket. I love anything Disney, so I'm that
So
guy.
here's some shoes, dude.
Yeah.
A couple of shoes.
Just a couple.
There's also these boxes and then those there too on the desk.
Oh my gosh.
Keep it
Yeah,
busy
this
for
is
a while.
this is a lot more than I thought. We're still gonna make a deal. I'm not leaving. I'm not gonna walk out because
So
I'm gonna figure out a way to do it.
What I thought, because we talked on the phone, I thought, why don't you just like look through it, make sure that it's even something that you want, and then we'll go from there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because obviously I think there's a ton of value here. There's a lot more shoes than I thought. So, but I mean, you know, you're the expert, so you go through them, see if it's
I'm
right
the
for
expert.
You are on shoes, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
But there's a lot. Also,
I
there's
appreciate that, but
there's the
I learned from you guys and from Renzi. So, speaking of things that sealed the deal, you guys know I'm all about those Rock Band sets.
yeah. This is another
So-
one too.
There's another one in here apparently,
Yeah.
and yeah. So I guess I getting a couple Guitar Hero guitars with this deal. But wow, this is a lot. So there's obviously some of the big shoes, like the Marshalls Ross stuff. And then there's everything else. So
These are cool. Have you seen these in cleats?
no,
I haven't either.
these are.
Jordans in cleats.
I've seen Jordan cleats, but not this version. This is.
But there's also
I'll pop it up on the screen because I don't know. I'm not a hype shoe guy, so I couldn't tell you.
there's also
but-
like some good
Yeah, Ultra
new
Boosts.
tags,
Yeah.
Ultra Boost.
I saw that there was a pair of like Air Max 98s or 97s down there. Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Well, I guess it's time to get started and looking through this stuff. I'll see you in about a week.
All right, we're getting all the big boys sorted out.
well, really all the cleats. So these are all cleats. Those are all cleats. These are all brand new cleats, like the Ross ones you can get. Dude, it's hardly a dent actually on film. There's. How you feeling, Drew?
I'm feeling more confident now that we've separated out the big stuff because it gives me more of an idea of like how I gotta, from the business standpoint, how I gotta handle this. You know, like I gotta either wholesale out all the big shoes to one buyer, or I gotta know that like it's gonna take a long time to sell those. So to know how much of those there are, the smaller stuff is like the bread and butter of what people know about reselling shoes. So that's nice to get that gauge of. And there's good stuff in here. Like as we're pulling stuff out, we found some really nice ones, and there's also some, you know, like the Marshalls ones with tags that are in good shape. I've sold these before, so yeah.
Do you think that this is something that you would wholesale out to some other resellers? Some of it?
Oh yeah, I'd be willing to do that.
Okay. So what I'll do, guys, I'll link Drew's Instagram. Well, I would anyway, but I'll link his Instagram in the description of the video. And if you guys are interested in any wholesale shoe boxes, just shoot him a DM on Instagram and see what you guys can come up with.
I'll give you the Rally Root special.
Oh, that's double the price, guys. If you guys want to see what overwhelmed look like, it looks just like this, right here.
I think I'm just gonna take a nap and dwell on this for a little bit.
That's a good idea.
I'll
At least they're clean.
yeah, they are actually.
So do we have a deal, Drew?
I think we do. Yeah.
All right, let's handshake
good.
at a distance.
Socially distanced handshake. There we go.
Good, man. I think
Yeah,
you'll
man,
do
I'm
well.
excited. I'm really excited. This is a big step for me. And
Hey guys, go subscribe to Drew's channel if you want to see what he does with these shoes, right? Because I'm sure you'll document it.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be
I'll be interested to see exactly how the deal turns out for you. So.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be different than I initially anticipated because there's so many. I didn't think that there was this many. When he told me how many there were, I didn't think there were this many. So my strategy for it is going to be different on how I'm going to move the inventory. But I'm excited. So
Cool, man. Good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys and girls. So as you saw, we were able to come to a deal. We sold the entire lot, everything that I bought. I sold on to Drew for $3,000 even. So I wanted to end the video just breaking down the numbers a bit more. As I said earlier, we paid $1,400 initially for the shoes, but while I was there, I did buy a few other pairs and some other stuff. So the total investment for us into this lot was $1,600. Drew is picking up the shoes here. He's giving us a check, so no fees there. So $3,000 check minus the $1,600 investment gives us a profit, a gross profit, because obviously we are a business. We have other expenses. We have to pay tax. We have to pay employees and lights and all that good stuff. But total profit on the deal is $1,400, and I was able to flip the entire lot in a day. So for us, from a business point of view, that makes sense, right? Because now I don't have to pay people to take pictures or list the shoes for me or cross-post them or wait for them to sell. Selling them individually obviously is the way to go to make the most profit. So Drew is going to probably wholesale some of them off to cover some of his investment. And then he's also going to sell some of them individually. And that's where he's going to make the majority of his profit. So I feel that at the resale value of the lot, I think there's probably $10,000 to $12,000 worth of resale value there. So if we did hold out, obviously we could have made maybe $8,000, $10,000 profit, but it may have taken us a year to get all of that money back. So for our business model, it makes more sense to get the $1,400 profit back. We get our full revenue back, so $3,000 total, the initial $1,600 that we put out, plus that additional $1,400. So that comes back into the business, and now we can use that to purchase another product. And that is a big part of our business, is turning over wholesale over and over again. And it's still really, really good margins. So for us to outlay $1,600 to almost double our investment back in one day, I can't complain about that. It's really good margins. That's a lot of how our business operates. A lot of our business is not going to a thrift store and buying an item one at a time. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we're running just a different model. We're running a bit of a bigger reselling business. We've scaled up our hobby from a hobby to an actual legitimate business now. And part of running a business is making sure that you're watching your money out and your money in. You want to bring the capital back in as fast as possible so you can use it to reinvest into other things. But anyway, hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I want to say thank you again to Drew for taking the time to come out here. It was really nice to meet him. Really nice guy. I'm glad we were able to get the deal done, and hopefully this inventory helps him out and maybe helps out some other people who need inventory as well. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed today's video, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button on this video. And until next time, I'm Ryan Roots, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.